Well, it's the X poll, the Radio from Hell X poll.
This is top of mind for me. Moving horror stories. So, Festus, my sailor son, called me last night and said, "This is my last night in Florida. We hit the road tomorrow morning, 5 a.m. to start driving this way to move from Florida to San Diego." And the Navy moves you, packs up your stuff and moves.
Okay.
But he didn't trust the Navy to pack his 8 guitars.
Of course.
So he's bringing those himself. But we heard from him, and then also remember a couple days ago we had that friend of the program call from Virginia who had a similar situation. He's getting out of the Army and coming home here to Utah, and so moving stories.
Yeah, it's and in moving horror stories in particular, something's generally going to go wrong. I think the last time I moved, what went wrong was I moved from the house I had in the Avenues to the house I'm in now. It was a long time ago. And all of a sudden, the cops surround the truck that I'm driving, loaded with stuff, and they said, "Get out of the truck! You're accused of drunk driving." I said, "What?" Somebody said they saw you drinking a beer while you were driving. I said, well, that's not the case. But I got out of the car, and they made me do a drunk test, and right here in front of my house. and then one of the cops said, "Well, we're going to charge you because I think I can smell beer in that truck." Okay.
No evidence.
No evidence.
But I'm going to charge you anyway.
Yeah, no evidence because somebody said they thought they saw me drinking a beer
That's
while
all
I
it
was
takes.
driving. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's go to Allison Sabo. Hello, Allison.
Ms. Sabo, good morning.
Good morning. Good friend program, Allison Sabo, South Salt Lake, mother of dogs. I think having grown up in the predominant religion of the valley, state, whatever, there have been multiple opportunities for volunteers to help people move. And I think the most dreaded thing is showing up at someone's house and, like, nothing is packed.
Like you're there to just help, like, move boxes and there's nothing in a box.
Yeah.
Yep. I am there to pick up a box and put it onto a truck. This is what you asked me to do. I don't know if you want to keep any of this crap. Do you want it all in a box so you can sort it out later? No. So that has come to the point where if someone helps me, or someone asks me to help them move, I say, I tell them up front, I'm not packing anything. I'm not lifting anything heavy. I am there to lift a box and put it onto a truck and then take it off the truck and put it in your new house.
Yeah.
And then they never call me back. So it's
That's good. All right. Thanks, Allison.
Thanks, Allison.
There you go.
Love you guys. Bye.
Thank you. That's the thing is don't let anyone know you have a truck.
Oh, yeah. If you have a truck, everyone's going to ask you to
Yeah.
move.
Do you have to promise people pizza if you?
Usually,
Well, that's
yeah.
nice.
Is that what
If
you
they're
do?
helping you move, that's a nice thing to do.
I just know that this was when we moved into the house that we're in now. This is, I believe, the first time that we ever hired a moving company.
Yeah.
And it was, I have no horror stories. It was the best money I ever spent.
They did a good job.
Yeah. And it was just so much easier. I mean,
Yeah.
we moved a lot of the smaller stuff,
Yeah.
plates and things like that, but the big stuff,
Did they pack things for you as well?
only
'Cause some companies will do that.
Only some. We packed most of it, as I recall. Jamie.
Hey, Jamie, where are you calling? Where are you calling from, Jamie?
I'm calling from Eagle Mountain.
Ah, okay. What's your story?
Oh, my goodness. Well, when me and my husband got married, we moved to St. George from Pleasant Grove. And on our way to St. George, we lost our box that had all of our wedding stuff. Our wine glasses, our wedding book, our cake top, our
How
our
did you
knife
lose
and
it?
cake server. It was in the back of the truck, and it just wasn't strapped down,
Oh.
and it fell off the truck somewhere. Well, 3
You-
weeks later, we came back home to visit family, and we found our box just in the middle of the road. It had been hit by a car, so our wine glasses were broke. Our cake and knife server was still intact. The handle was broke off, but we have it still with our names engraved.
Oh,
Our wedding
that's-
book was fine. But yeah, after 3 weeks, we found it.
I can't believe it just sat there in the road for 3 weeks.
That's amazing.
I know. It was crazy. I was walking up and down at the side of the road trying to find everything that was in the boxes and just crying. My husband said it was the saddest thing he'd ever seen.
All right. Well, thanks.
You still
Dave.
married?
So thankful.
Are you still married? By the
Yes,
way?
we actually just celebrated our 30th anniversary.
Well,
Congratulations.
All right.
Thanks,
Thank
Jamie.
you.
Thanks, Jamie.
Thank you.
All right. So there you go. It's the X-Poll, moving horror stories.